Well, according to preliminary figures released by the Namibia Statistics Agency, the country's GDP for 2012 rose by 5% year-on-year, with the latest growth rate boosted by a strong rebound in mining output, which is likely to reverse in 2013. So to delve into this, we're joined on the line from Windhoek by Mostert, Head of Research at IJG Research. Thanks for joining us, Rome. So everyone is excited about the fact that you're looking at the mining sector growing at around 11.12%. That's the forecast for 2012, but then it looks like 2013 is going to be a completely different story. That certainly isn't good news when it comes to a sector that has been recovering. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, so maybe first of all, that recovery that we saw in 2012 was due to a contraction in the previous year, and the mining sector came off a low base as production just returned to normal levels at the uranium mines and so on. Then also the bears of Namibia actually managed to increase diamond production in 2012, and they've indicated to us that they will be going through some capital expenditure plans in 2013, which will in return result in lower production for the year ahead. So therefore the expected of the forecasted decline for 2013.
So how reliant is Namibia right now? And of course we know it's very reliant on mining, but is the contribution from the mining sector becoming less of a significant factor?
Yes, I think if you look at the contribution that each sector plays to GDP growth, you would see mining is around 0.65% of the total 5%. And just ahead of mining is wholesale and retail trade that contributed, I think, about 1.5% out of the 5%, which is a significant contribution. It basically shows you the significance of the Namibian consumer that has been boosted by government trying to create jobs recently, low interest rate environment. And generally, consumption has been fairly strong. I mean, if you look at other demand indicators like your vehicle sales, credit extension, although it has been slowing since the beginning of the year, it has been at very high levels towards the end of last year. I think another sector that you mustn't discount is the construction sector that has been booming quite aggressively. I think it's up 12.1% in 2012. That's after the 19.3% increase in 2011, and we expect it to accelerate in 2013 again to 15%. And if you just drive around town in Windhoek, you could see a lot of cranes, a lot of buildings being constructed, and then also a lot of mining development with the Oshukotu mine coming upstream, or construction on that mine busy. The Usap mine is full steam ahead, so a lot of construction taking place as well.
Let's talk about the consumer, because, I mean, the stats from 2008 showed unemployment at 51.2%. That was an alarming number. And then you've got this pleasant surprise where unemployment, in fact, a lot less than that. Still a scary number, but 27.4% is certainly a lot better. So what does that mean about the misunderstanding around the jobs market right now, and potentially how many consumers there are out there with, of course, disposable income and money to spend?
Yes, I think if you look at the stats from the Namibia Statistics Agency, it actually shows that disposable income per capita on a real basis increased quite significantly over the last 2 years. I think this is attributed to the decrease in the unemployment rate, and I think the decrease in unemployment rate is mainly because government has been really trying to boost the economy. I think a couple of years ago they focused their mind on creating 100,000 jobs in Namibia, and I think they have been fairly successful to an extent, and obviously that has spin-offs, and you will see the private sector also employing more people. So it's a function of basically unemployment rate coming down, and then also salaries that has been increasing nicely over this period, and that has boosted the consumer to a certain extent. And I think, although it seems like it has increased quite significantly, and that you will be coming off a high base, we recently saw in the Namibian budget that the government actually gave individuals quite a handsome boost, decreasing the margin or the average tax rates on consumers, and I think that will also in turn boost disposable income in the next 2 or 3 years ahead and further drive consumption in the country.